There's so many different aspects to a winger's game, and we've got 3 elite tips to help you as a winger get more success. And firstly, we're looking at keeping onside against a high line by making blindside runs. When the midfielder has the ball, don't just stand and wait for it. When the midfielder has the ball in the central areas of the pitch, you'll see the defenders look to them. As they look away from you, you can make a run in front of them and then behind, between the fullback and the centre-back to get through on goal. And this is especially effective against teams that play a high line in defence, teams that look to squeeze up the pitch. And a player like Bukayo Saka is fantastic in this area of the game, very rarely getting caught out, which is a great skill in itself. But it's not easy at all. It's a difficult skill to make. A high defensive line leaves lots of space in behind the defence, and wingers want to capitalise on that, but it gives less time for the winger to make a run in behind without getting offside. And in this situation, a simple straight line run forwards has the opportunity or is more susceptible to being called offside. So you've got to think about a different thing, and a blindside run across the line of the defence is an elite move that wingers can make and something that you should add to your game. If you can run along the line of the defence, it's going to be more difficult for the opposition. You can adjust to whether they step higher or drop deeper, and at the perfect moment you can dart in behind the defence looking for the ball over the top. It can cause confusion in the defence as well, as it leads the defenders thinking which player is marking. Is it the fullback, the first defender that the winger has run across, or the second that the winger has run in behind? This confusion and ability to keep on the move before receiving the ball make it an elite move for wingers to get through and goal, especially when the opposition have a high defensive line. Add this into your game and you'll stay on side more, have momentum and pace as you get played through on goal. And secondly, we're looking at shooting from distance. Top wingers usually score lots of goals in and around the penalty box and at the back post. They make runs into the area quickly. And that's exactly where the vast majority of goals will come from for a winger. But you want to add a little bit more to the game and develop the ability to shoot from distance. You need to keep your body weight forwards in order to control your body to control the shot. Bring the knee over the ball so you can generate power from the quads and thighs and lock the ankle to strike through the ball firmly. This threat from distance can add a lot to the attacker's game. It can change the momentum of the match. Sometimes a shot from different distance can potentially bring a corner or a good save that builds up the confidence in the team. So in this area of the pitch, almost like the second penalty area, don't be afraid to shoot when the space opens up. If you don't shoot, you don't score. And finally, our third elite tip is combining with the striker by making underlapping and overlapping runs. In and around the penalty area, you want to move the ball quickly, aiming to avoid situations where you've slowed the attack, stagnating the possession and passing backwards. Elite wingers will change the point of attack by combining with their striker, and they do that quickly through a give and go. When the opportunity isn't on for a one-on-one, it's a good option to try and play the give and go, playing into the striker and moving behind them quickly, looking for the return pass. This is useful inside the penalty area to get in behind the defence or get the ball in a slightly wide area to cut inside and score. But another effective way is underlapping runs. They're especially effective when there is less space in behind the defence. These are perfect to get the winger more involved in the game in and around the box. You can underlap the striker by following your pass as you play it into them. If you play a quick ball into the striker and make a run into the penalty area, almost following your pass, the striker can then set the ball back to you. And in this situation, you can get a quick shot away and potentially score. It's difficult for the fullback as they've got to keep up with you as you've made that quick darting move. So really try to focus on underlapping and overlapping runs when you combine with your striker. These 3 tips all add hugely to elite wingers' games. Bring them into your game and you're going to have much more success.